Hello students, good evening. So welcome back to our special session that is on CUET 2023. And you remember how we discussed a few topics, okay, in 3 or 4 parts. And in this part, we will have a continuation of what we had in the previous one. Okay, so almost all the important areas are literally covered. And in the previous session, the last session which we had recently, you remember how a few grammatical errors were discussed, right? The possible errors that you may commit when you speak English or else when you write in English language. Okay. So as a continuation of that particular point, I'll give you some sentences, okay? Exactly whatever we have discussed in the previous session, like a few areas where you might go wrong or else where you might commit sort of errors. And today we will have some practical grammar, that is a few sentences will be given to you and those sentences will be wrong. That means incorrect sentences or grammatically wrong sentences, and how to correct it and what is the rule applied for those sentences like when we corrected it. So all those things will be discussed in today's session. So I guess this session also is going to be useful for you. Okay, so good luck to the for the exams coming up, because very soon we have the exam, right, the final one. So anyways, as part of the previous session, as a continuation of the same thing, we will have a few sentences on the board, and then those sentences will be wrong, okay, and you just need to know like what all things have gone wrong in those sentences, how to correct it, and which all rules are applicable. Okay, exactly based on the theory part or else the class which we had recently. All right, so the first I'll just write down a few sentences together. I look forward to meet you. First sentence. Okay. Now second sentence is a bit lengthy but easy to understand. Although it was raining, but we had the picnic. I wrote it in a bit bigger font size so that it will be visible to you. So I wrote only 2 sentences for the time being, and after we discuss this, we will go to the next one. Okay. So the first sentence on the board is, I look forward to meet you. This sentence actually is incorrect. I said I'll be writing incorrect sentences, and together we will discuss what is the error and how to correct it and what rule is applied. Okay. So I look forward to meet you. Those who have attended the model exams, okay, CUET model exams, they are familiar with this particular sentence, because many a times for certain model exams we had similar types of structure, right, where the rule was actually mentioned in the class while we discussed the question paper. I said which rule is applicable or else why or what is wrong in the sentence. Okay, the same rule is applicable. So just a recollection of what we had in the classes before during our question paper discussion. Okay, so I look forward to meet you. Always remember, when you get a sentence like this, if you come across a structure like this, I look forward. So with look forward to, taking it together, it's always ing form of the verb which is applied or which is applicable. And what is the verb here? Meet is the verb. And that is why it has gone wrong, because it should have been ing form of meet or that verb, but it's given as a root form, and that is the error in the sentence. So always remember, keep that thing in your mind firmly. If you come across a sentence where you have I look forward to, whatever be the verb there which follows, you need to make it in the ing form. Okay, so this should have been meeting. If you change it into meeting, the sentence will be correct. Got it clear? So I look forward to meeting you, seeing you, talking to you, So all these are the verbs with ing. If you come across, I look forward to. Okay, so that is the first sentence and its correction. Okay, see why we have taken up this for discussion today. The reason is, you remember how for the exams, since you have attended so many exams, so many model exams, mock tests, you remember how we often come across at least 2 or 3 sentences or more than 3 sentences or 3 questions where the sentence will be divided into different parts, okay, and then you need to point out the error. If there is any error in any of those parts, you have to point it out, or that will be your answer, right? So unless you know these rules, you will not be able to point out the error, you will not be able to get the correct answer, and that is why we have taken it up for discussion, just like what I said last time. Okay, so this is a correction for the first sentence. Now the second sentence is, although it was raining, but we had the picnic. Even if it was raining, but still we went for the picnic. Okay, so when you talk that casually, okay, fine. So even if we had a picnic, we still went, or else, but we went for the picnic, that's fine. But according to the rules, although means even if it was raining, then although and after that conditional clause, after that clause, you cannot use the word but here. Even if and but, or although and but will not go together. Okay, so remove that but and you will be getting the correct answer. Although it was raining, we had the picnic, or we went for the picnic. Got it clear? So although here means even if, and with even if or although, after the pause there is no but or so or anything, just the next clause. Okay, so we had although it was raining, we had the picnic. So remove this word and you will be getting the correct answer. This sentence was incorrect, so if you remove it, if you just remove it, the sentence will be correct. Okay, so this is how you correct the second sentence. I hope it's clear. I look forward to meeting you, ing form. Then although it was raining, we had the picnic, not but we had the picnic. Okay, so can I rub it off? So that we can, I'm just rubbing the title as well so that we'll get more space. Okay, so the next sentence, or the next sentence where we have error, okay, it's going to be simple. Every student like the new teacher. Every student like the new teacher. And this sentence also is incorrect or wrong. Every student like the new teacher, that sentence is wrong. And which rule is applicable here if you need to correct it, if you're asked to correct it? That subject, verb, agreement, or that singular, plural agreement. Okay, so every student, that means it's singular. Every student means each and every one. Every or everyone, every student, singular. Okay, so with singular subject, the verb should be with s. So the word like is wrong, it should be likes. Okay, so this subject is singular, so in that sense it should be likes and not like. Suppose if the sentence is all students, then it would have been correct. All students, plural subject. So all students like the new teacher, but if it is every student likes the new teacher, not like the new teacher. Okay, so that is the difference. And then remember, every student is singular. So every student likes the new teacher, not like the new teacher. Okay, now next is I enjoyed from the movie. I enjoyed from the movie. last time when we discussed the use of prepositions, one point was said, wherever require, the suitable prepositions are to be used. Wherever it is not required, you have to omit it, you have to avoid using prepositions if it is not applicable there. See, I enjoyed from the movie is a wrong sentence. Why? Because we have used a preposition which actually is not required there. I enjoyed from the movie. That is wrong. Okay, so instead of that, how will you correct it? Just remove this and write I enjoyed the movie, not from the movie, the movie. I enjoyed the movie, not I enjoyed from the movie. Okay, now next sentence is, when I will finish my work, I will call you. The meaning is, after I complete my work, I'll call you. Okay, but this grammatical structure is wrong. Why is it wrong? When I will finish my work, I will call you. When I will finish my, it's actually conditionals or clauses, right? So, when I will finish my work, I will call you is wrong. Instead, when I finish my work, when I complete my work, I will call you. So, this will here is additional, which is not required. Okay. So, when I finish my work, I will call you, not when I will finish my work, I will call you. Okay. So, remember, every student singular, so it should be likes. Then do not, these are all the rules which we have discussed last time, like the subject verb agreement, singular, plural and verb agreement, and then we have what you call the use of prepositions. Wherever required you have to use, but then wherever it is not required you should omit it. And then here also, like for clauses, you have to follow the rules, like when I finish my work I will call you, not I will. That will should not be repeated. Okay, so 5 sentences have been given to you. We will continue. Okay, and if possible, just try to solve with me before we discuss the answers. You try to solve it on your own, so that it will be easy for us, okay, or easy for you to understand. All right, now the 6th sentence. I guess most of you will get the answer. I have been here since 6. I just wrote 6 in figure, but it should have been SIX 6 months. I have been here since 6 months. I guess majority of you got it correct if you have tried to solve it. I have been here since 6 months. Always remember the use of since and for. We discussed this also several times, since and for. Both since and for denote time. We use since and for both to show time. Okay, but since is used to show exact point of time. Point of time. That means since 5 o'clock, since 6 o'clock, since 7 o'clock, exact point, since evening, since morning, since 1926, likewise, exact point of time, if it is to be shown, you have to use that word since, okay. But for is used for period of time, okay, not precisely the point, but period of time, like for 5 months, for 6 months, for 7 months, and for a few years, okay. Likewise, when you have duration of the time or period of the time shown, it should be 4. So, the 6 months actually is the duration of time, not exact point of time. That is why the since word is to be removed from the sentence, and instead of that you have to substitute it with 4. Okay. So, I have been here for 6 months, not since 6 months. Clear. So, I have been here for 6 months, not since. So, always remember, both since and for are used to show time, denote time, but there lies a big difference. There is a big difference between the use of the the word since and for. Since is used for point of time, exact point of time, and this for is used to show period of time. Okay, so that's why you have to use for, since it is period of time, not point of time. Okay, so that was sentence number 6. All right. Now, next sentence, 7th sentence is my friend has got a new work. I'll write another sentence also. You speak English good. You speak English good. Okay. Then one more sentence. My flight departs in 5 a.m. So, we've taken 3 sentences together. That makes 7, 8, 9 sentences. See, my friend has got a new work. Now, when you read the first sentence or this sentence, my friend has got a new work, you may feel that, okay, nothing wrong with that sentence. After all, my friend has got a new work, what's wrong with that sentence? It's grammatically it's correct. Okay, or logically or grammatically it's correct. But remember, grammatical accuracy is always connected with that logicality, or it should be grammatical as well as logical, both. Okay, so remember last time when we discussed, we said that the wrong use of one of the errors that we very often commit when we speak and when we use English language is wrong use or wrong words which we use. Okay, wrong words, and that same rule is applicable here for the first sentence. In this sentence, we've got a wrong word. If that just one word has gone wrong, if that word is removed and if it is substituted with another one, it would be logically and grammatically correct. The sentence structure is correct, but then one wrong word has been used. So, actually that work word is wrong here. Okay, and that is why the structure has gone wrong. So, instead of that, my friend has got a new work. You do not say work means a task given to you. But what the speaker meant here is, remember, when you use a wrong word, it will not convey the meaning of the speaker properly. Whatever the speaker has intended to say or whatever he wants to convey, that message will not be clear if wrong words are used. Okay, the same thing is applicable here. So, what I wanted to say is that my friend got a new, not new work, but new job. That was my intention, or that is the word which I wanted to use. I'll just drag it off and I'll write it properly. Job. Okay, my friend has got a new work should be removed and add job. My friend has got a new job, not work. Work is a kind of assignment or task given to you to complete. A task is given to you. But here what the speaker meant is a new job, not a new work. Okay, so that's the first correction. Then second is, you speak English good. This you might have got correct. I mean, if you solve it on your own, you speak English good. We do not use the word good here. Instead, substitute it with well. You speak English well. Not you speak English good, but you speak English well. Okay. Again, a wrong word is used. So here, like in both these sentences, wrong words are used, and that those words have to be substituted with the correct ones. And then automatically sentence will be correct. Okay. The next is, my flight departs in 5 a.m. So here it is a wrong use of preposition again. Okay, so my flight departs in 5 a.m. This in is wrong here. This preposition is wrong. Always remember when you have the point of time given, okay, point like 5 a.m., 5:30 p.m., 6 p.m., etc., etc. So when you have a point of time given to you, always remember, do not use in. Instead, you have to use at. With year, you can use in. For example, in 1950. In 2018, and with date and days, which preposition is to be used? On, like on Sunday, on Monday, or else on 15th July. Okay, so likewise with date, with days, you have to use on, and then at is used with points of time, and in is used with months. Like I will join in the month of May. Or year also, I'll join or else I joined the school in 1926. So that means with year you can use in, and if you use particularly a month like I'll come there in the month of July, in the month of July. Okay, but with time, point of time, we never use in. Instead, you have to use at, at. I guess this rule, majority or most of you know this rule. Okay, so with days and date, on is used. With time, at is used. With year, months, etc., we use in. Okay, so here for the first two sentences, the use of wrong words. Okay, and then for the third sentence, it is the wrong preposition used. So if you change that preposition in to at, it would be correct. All right. So shall we move on to the next one? Okay. All right. Now next is that was 10th one, right? I did not met anyone there. I did not met anyone there. This again is a very common mistake which we commit when we speak English and also when we write in English language. Okay, so I did not met anyone there. I did not met anyone there. This verb, the tense of this verb has gone wrong. So you remember, like when you construct sentences, you have to use the correct tense. That also was one of the errors that we commit when we use language, and that was discussed last time. So I did not met anyone there. That sentence is wrong because of the wrong tense of the verb meet. Okay. Instead, what should be the correct form? I did not meet anyone there. I did not meet anyone there. Okay, why is it meet, not met? Always remember, this is the past tense of do. Do, past tense is did. Since we have used the past tense of do here, this should not be in past tense again. Double past tense should not be used. Okay, so this is already past tense. I did not meet. Not I did not spoke, I did not saw. So all these words which we use whenever we come across did, and when we have did or did not plus the verb to be used, it should be in the root form, not in the past tense form. Okay, so I did not meet anyone there is the correct one, not I did not met anyone there. Okay. Then 11th sentence is we studied during 5 hours. We studied, or else we can even make it as we were studying during. We were. We were studying during 5 hours. Why I change it into were studying? Because this sentence has got two errors. Two errors. In the first place, this during is wrong. This during is wrong. This period of time. So, which word we spoke about since and for. So, for period of time, let us correct this first so that we will get the other correction. Okay. So, first of all, focus on the time shown in the sentence, and that is a period of time, not a point of time. So, automatically instead of during, we have to use for 5 hours. For 5 hours. So, we were studying for 5 hours. We were studying for 5 hours. Again, that sentence will be wrong. Why? Because that were studying. Always remember with since and for, either present perfect. If that activity is still going on, we were studying is wrong. Present continuous is wrong. Instead, present perfect continuous must be used if it is since or for. Okay. So, what is the present perfect continuous of this? We have been studying. So, two errors were there, and that's why I just changed that word so that you will get both the errors. Okay. So, when you get a similar sentence for exam, you first focus on the last part and check whether it is point of time given to you or period of time. If it is period of time, correct that first. So, if this is corrected, automatically you will know, or you will get to know about the correction which is required for the first part of the sentence. Okay. So, with 4, 5 years, always present perfect continuous tense and not present continuous. So, automatically this also will be corrected. Okay. So, now the correct sentence is we have been studying for 5 hours. Okay. So, we have been studying for 5 hours is the correct structure. Okay. We have been studying for 5 hours, not we have studied or we were studying during 5 hours. Okay. So, that was the 11th sentence. We can have 2 or 3 more, right? And after that, we can go to the next topic. 12th one. It is more hot now. It is more hot now. Again, which rule is applicable? You might have guessed it out. It's more hot now, or it's more cold now. It's more hot now. It's more tall now. In all those structures, something has gone wrong. And what is wrong? The use of more hot makes it a wrong sentence. Which rule is applicable here? We spoke during one of those discussion sessions, we spoke about the 3 degrees of comparison. Right, the 3 degrees of comparison. And what are those 3 degrees of comparison? Positive degree, then comparative degree, and finally superlative degree of comparison. Okay. So, positive degree, comparative, superlative. So, the positive degree of the word hot is hot. It's as hot as a tea. Okay. It is as, she is as smart as any of her classmates. any of her classmates. She's as smart as any of her classmates. And if it is comparative degree, that I have to use with the word smart, smarter. She is smarter than her friend. So earlier we said that she is as smart as any of the classmates or any of the students in the class. So we just generalized the statement and we did not compare her with a particular person. But when I compare her with a particular person, she is smarter than her friend Juhi. That means I have compared these two things, right? So I should use the next degree of comparison, that is superlative. So no, comparative degree. That means a hot comparative degree is hotter. And what is the superlative degree of hotter? It is hottest, but use the hottest. Hot, hotter, the hottest. This is how you form the 3 degrees of comparison. Okay, so remember using the same sentence which we have discussed right now. See, she is as smart as any of her classmates. That means a generalized statement. She is smarter than her friend or her benchmate. That means only with one person that I have compared her. The next degree of comparison. And if I use that superlative degree of smart, that is smartest, she is the smartest girl in her class. That is when I have to use superlative degree. Okay, so right now, remember the 3 degrees of comparison for hot is hot, hotter, hottest. There is no point like more hot or most hot. It should be hot, hotter, hottest. That means we have compared the 2 situations. Earlier it was hot but not that much. But right now these 2, like earlier maybe at 6, right now suppose if it is 6 p.m. Okay, 6 p.m. When this statement was made, it is 8 p.m. So earlier at 6 p.m. it was hot. But right now when it is compared with compared to the present situation, that is 8 p.m., that means a little more hot, right? So since we have to use the degrees of comparison, there is no usage like more hot or most hot. The second degree will be hotter, not more hot. Okay, so it is hotter now should be the correct use, not it is more hot or most hot now. But there are certain words with which we have to use more or most. One example is beautiful. With certain words where ER or EST is not added, there you can use more. Okay, so the positive degree of beautiful, positive degree is beautiful. And what is the comparative degree of the same word beautiful? More beautiful, more beautiful. And if I need to use a superlative degree, most beautiful. Most beautiful. The same example, she is as beautiful as any of the girls in her class. She is more beautiful than her sister, than her friend, than her benchmate. Then she is the most beautiful girl in the village. So, positive, comparative, superlative. So, wherever ER and EST form is not applicable, just like beautiful, you don't say beautifuler and beautifulest. Instead, you need to use more and most. But here, when we have ER form, when we have EST form, we cannot use more. There we need to use the next degree of comparison because we have compared a particular situation with the current situation. The 2 situations are compared, the 2 timings are compared. So, it is comparative degree which is to be used. So, comparative degree of hot is hotter, not more or most hot. Okay, so that is the 12th sentence. So, it is hotter now, not it is more hot now. Okay, so remember the 3 degrees of comparison. These 3 degrees are used for comparing things positive, comparative and superlative degrees. Okay. These are called the 3 degrees of comparison, and with the help of these 3 degrees that we compare things, and that is when we need to know where more is used, most is used, ER is used, EST is used. Okay. Now 13th question or 13th statement is, yeah, this one I guess you need to know the rule for this one. See, me and Johnny live here. Me and or myself and Johnny live here. Very often when we speak English, we often end up in a statement like this: me and Johnny live here, or else myself and Johnny live here. That is wrong. This word me is wrong, and the order also should be changed. Not me and Johnny live here. Instead, the speaker could be given at the end, Johnny and not me but I live here. This is wrong, this is correct. Okay, so me and Johnny live here is wrong. Instead, Johnny and I live here. Okay, now another thing is, neither the student nor their parents happy with the school. A blank is given. Neither the student singular, student nor their, neither the student nor not their, his. Otherwise this will be wrong. I'll just change it. Nor his. Okay. So it's a boy student. So neither the student nor his parents dash happy about the school or happy with the exam, happy about the school or happy with the school. Okay. So which word is to be used here? Is it is or are? That is the question. Which one is to be used? Okay, remember this could be taken as the 14th statement if you want that way. Neither the student nor his parents dash happy with the school. So if I say the word are is to be used, do you agree with the statement or not? Neither the student, singular, nor his parents are happy with the school. This is now a right statement. If I use is here, this will be a wrong statement. Why? The reason, the rule is, remember, before the blank, whatever be the subject, before we use this is or are, check the subject which comes right before it. That is parents, plural. So always remember, before is or are, or to determine whether it is or are, check the last subject used. Before the blank, which subject is, or before the vacant space, which subject is used. Is it singular or plural? If it is plural, is. If it is singular, if it is plural, are. If it is singular, is. Got it clear? So even if here it is singular, student is singular, but that is not close to the blank. And after the student, there comes another subject, and that is in plural form. And that is close to the blank. So whatever is close to this word, if that subject is plural, it should be are. And if that subject is singular, it should be is. Keep that in mind. Okay. So coming back to a similar correction here. me and Johnny live here is wrong. We do not use that me there. It should be I, but change the order also. Johnny and I live here. The speaker. Okay. Johnny and I live here. Got clear? So, this is how you correct this statement. Alright. Now, the next is next statement, 15th one. We drive usually to home. We drive usually to home. We drive usually to home. So, here also more than one error is applicable. Okay. We word order is wrong, plus one preposition is given which is not required there. And which preposition is used in the statement? This preposition is used. So, that is not to be used in that statement. Plus the word order also is to be changed. Word order is wrong. The use of preposition also is wrong. So, instead of that, how will you correct it? We usually drive home. That means we go back home by a vehicle, maybe by a car. Okay. So, we usually drive home, not we drive usually to home. So, here two errors are there. One is change the word order plus omit that preposition which is not required. So, remember when we spoke about the rules of using prepositions, right prepositions are to be used, plus wherever required, only there you need to use a preposition, not everywhere. Wherever it is not applicable, please do not use any prepositions. Okay. So, here do not use any preposition, plus we have to change the word order, only then the statement is correct. We usually drive home, not we drive usually home. Okay. Now, last statement. When I will be in London, I will contact to you. When I will be in London, I will contact to you. That means when I'm in London, so that is the correct form actually. When I will be is wrong, but instead when I am in London. So, this is how the first part is corrected. In the second part also, this preposition is used which is not required. The use of preposition when it does not require a preposition there. Okay. So, when I am in London, I will contact you. I will contact you, not I will contact to you. Okay. So, here 16 statements were given to you, wrong statements and how to correct it. Okay. So, keep these things in mind. We have discussed these questions based on the rules that we have discussed in the previous session. Okay. So, that was our main topic. Now, I'll just give you some phrasal verbs with meanings, because based on that also we have questions. Okay, for vocabulary based questions, we have questions or statements where phrasal verbs are required. Okay, phrasal verbs. What are phrasal verbs? Phrasal verbs, any idea? Phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs means when two words, that means a verb and a preposition is joined or combined together, it forms a new meaning. One example is carry. To carry something. You know the meaning of to hold or to carry something. It's a verb. Okay. It has got an individual meaning. Carry means to hold something. Okay. And you added a preposition. So, a verb plus a preposition on. A preposition. Okay. So, when a verb with which a preposition is added and it becomes carry on or take it together, carry on. This is what I call a phrasal verb. Why? Because when these two words are joined, these two words means a verb and a preposition, and if you take it individually, the word carry has got a separate meaning. On also shows the position of something, a separate meaning. But if these two words are combined together to form carry on, together it will convey a different meaning, which means to continue. See, carry or hold and to continue, two different meanings. So, that is what we call phrasal verbs. So, when two words are combined, okay, and those two words means one verb and a preposition, and those words have individual meaning of their own, but when these two words are combined to form a single one, a single unit, a phrasal verb, it will convey a totally different meaning, and that is why you call it as phrasal verb. Now it's clear? Okay. Same with the word carry. I'll just give you a few words. Carry. Carry. On. Then off. Then out. Carry out. Carry on, carry off, carry out. Okay. Carry on, carry off, carry out, and one more could be given, carry over. One more could be given. Okay. So, carry on. So, carry plus on, carry on, it means to continue. It means to continue. Carry on. Carry plus on means to continue. That means, okay, you carry on with your work. I don't want to disturb you. You continue with your work. I do not want to disturb you. Okay, that's one. If you add on with carry, it would mean to continue. What if it is carry off? Carry plus off. Carry off means to win a prize, okay, to succeed or to win a prize. Like he carried off first prize in the tennis tournament. He carried off a first prize in or a second prize in the tennis tournament. That means to succeed or to win a prize. That is carry off. Remember, you can use it in past tense form also. Carried on, carried off, etc. That's how you make sentences out of it. Okay. So right now I'm just giving you the basic meaning of the phrasal verb. Carry on means to continue. Carry off means to succeed or to win. Okay. What about carry out? Carry out is to to implement something or to perform a task. Perform a task. That means I would like to carry out with this plan. Okay, in my opinion, I should carry out with this plan to get success for my company. So, carry plus out will be implement or to perform a task. And what about carry plus over? Carry over. This also means you continue, but then you continue past a certain period or a certain point. Okay. This also means to continue, but to continue past a certain point. The example is the meeting carried over into lunchtime. It means we started the meeting and it went or it continued crossing the time and it even reached the lunch time. So that's what you call to continue and going past a certain point of time. That is carry over. Okay. So see the difference? Carry on means simply to continue. But carry over means you continue with the task crossing the time period. Okay, that's what you call carry over. So see, with a single word carry, the verb carry with different prepositions and different meanings also. And this is the speciality of phrasal verbs. Okay, so remember, carry on means to continue, carry off or double F off means to succeed or to win a prize, carry out is to implement or to perform a task, carry over is again to continue but crossing the time period or continue past a certain point. And that is with the word carry. Okay. Now, can we have another word like this? Okay. One or two will be discussed so that you can understand or you find it useful later. See, the second is call. Call. With call also we can form different phrasal verbs. Minimum 4. Okay. Call plus or else with call plus around. Call around. Then call plus off. Then call plus on. Call plus in. Call around, call off, call on, call in. Okay. So, with these also we can form different meanings. Like call around is to contact multiple people or many people. Multiple people. Meaning, maybe Rohit, he called around to get or to contact a nearby mechanic or to find a nearby mechanic. Okay. So, he had to contact many people to find a nearby mechanic. That is the meaning of the statement. And with the help of the phrasal verb call around, we can consider a statement like Rohit called around to find a nearby mechanic. So, call around, if you take it together, it would mean to contact multiple people or many people. Okay. What if you add off with call, call off? Call off means to cancel something. To cancel an event or to cancel something. One example is like the party was called off or else we called off the party. That means we cancelled the party or we cancelled the tour. So, we called off the tour. We called off the trip. We called off the picnic. Okay. That means to cancel. And what is to call on? To call on is to pay a visit. I'm planning to call on my friend Catherine. So, I have plans to meet or to pay a visit to my friend Catherine. So, I can use a phrasal verb to convey that message when I say that I am planning to call on my friend Catherine. Catherine today itself. Okay, that is call on. What if it is call in? Call in is to ask for someone's help. Okay, if you cannot handle this alone, you call in a local builder. You call in a plumber. Not plumber, but plumber. Or else like when we have problems with the like electrical wires, we try to sort it out on ourselves and we fail, right? So at that time we can say that, okay, why can't you call in an electrician if you cannot handle it on your own? So to call in is to ask for someone's help or to seek somebody's help. Okay, so with the word or verb, this is a verb and these are the prepositions. Okay, verb plus prepositions, and that's what we call phrasal verbs. Okay, so call individually has got another meaning, and when you combine it with certain prepositions, it would convey a totally different meaning together. Call around is to contact many people or multiple people. Then call off is to cancel something. Call on is to pay a visit. Call in is to ask for someone's help. Can we have one more with another familiar one? Get. Get plus get across. Get along. Get along, get across. Okay, and then we have get at, get at. Okay, then get around, get around. So get across means, get plus across means to make people understand something. Understand something. To make people or to convey your message in a proper way, in a comprehensive way. One example is the teacher. She was taking class, but the teacher failed to get her ideas across to her students. So she was not able to make her points comprehensive for the students or to the students. So that is when we use to get across or to make people understand something. Okay, get along is all connected with proper or mutual understanding, or to have in good terms, proper understanding, get along. One example is I cannot get along with the new neighbors. That means I have a problem of adjustment with them. I cannot get along with them. Okay, they create a lot of noise that I cannot get along with my new neighbors. So to get along is I can't have a proper mutual understanding with them. I cannot adjust with them. Okay, then get at means to reach or to touch. Get it. For example, if something is kept up on the shelf or on the high shelf, the child cannot get at the books kept on the high shelf. The child tried to reach out to the shelf to get hold of the books, but the child could not get at the books kept on the high shelf. So it could not reach to the books or to touch the books. Okay, and get around means to be successful. That means I will get around. I'll get around with this project. At my workplace, I'll get around with this project. So if I try this project, I'm going to be successful in my workplace. So get across, get along, get at, get around, you have a totally different meaning. Okay, so these are what you call phrasal verbs. So what are phrasal verbs? A verb and a preposition when you add it together. So these words have individual meaning on its own, but when you combine it together, that will form a totally different meaning, and that is what you call phrasal verb. And the phrasal verb, always remember, it's a bit confusing that you have got so many words which could be connected with a particular word, and that is where the confusion all lies. Like call, around. So many words have been formed with so many prepositions, right? So wise we have get across, get along, get at, get around. Again, when you combine these prepositions, you will get a totally different meaning. Okay, so that was our second topic, phrasal verbs, and now we will wind it up with the the usual stuff. And what is that? Are idioms. This time only 1 or 2 idioms, okay? So, idioms and meaning. First idiom. Okay, so first idiom is spill the beans. It has got nothing to do with the actual beans, okay? Spill the beans literally means what? You spill a bag of beans out, right? But here spill the beans means to reveal a secret. To reveal a secret. Like she spilled the beans about her marriage. So she revealed her secret about her marriage. So that is spill the beans. Okay, second one again connected with food item. Second is a piece of cake. But nothing to do with the actual cake, which means very easy task. Very easy. One example is to solve or solving this puzzle was a piece of cake for me. It was so simple that I could do it very quickly. Okay, so a piece of cake means very easy. And the last one is pulling someone's leg. I guess you're familiar with this because in our conversation also we use this idiom very often. To pull someone's leg is to make fun of somebody. For example, his friends were pulling his leg all evening. Throughout evening, he was being made fun of by his friends. And that's what he called his friends were pulling his leg all evening. So remember, these 3 are idioms. Again, no connection with the words printed. Spill the beans means to reveal a secret. A piece of cake, nothing to do with the cake, but a very easy task. And pulling someone's leg is not actually pulling somebody's leg, but to make fun of someone. Okay, so these are the 3 idioms, and you remember, you memorize all these idioms. There is no way out. Okay, so with that we come to the end of the session. We will wind this up, and good luck, best of luck for the exams which are coming up. Okay, thank you.